Hello and welcome along. Today we are on Estancia Lapacho, which is the map that came with the Farming Simulator Platinum Edition DLC. And today we are going to be doing some seeding. We've got our sugarcane in the ground. If you saw the live stream archive that went up earlier, then we've been planting and we've been harvesting. And now we need to plant field 2 as well, so we're going to get this started on a hired worker with that. So let's start it up and head out. And then we are going to be going around with a bale stacker. We've hired an automatic bale stacker, and we're going to go and collect up the round bales that we did in the live stream, which is just over here. So yeah, we've only hired this bale stacker to keep our costs down because we want to get to the cows as quickly as possible. So we're going to be planting soybeans, which I think is a good crop for us to have on here. Now we want to make sure that we have only the standard hire worker. So that is just the normal one. And we will send him off. Just going to check that we don't have buy. Yeah, we want to turn buy seed off. There we go. We should now be using seed for this. There we go. In there. A little bit of a gap between the air and the edge of the field. But that's all good. Right, so we are going to be using this Astara ST Max 105. I'll unfold this. We're going to stack up some bales. Now these are our bales that we're going to be using. These are all grabbed for use with our cows. We want to get that all set up as quickly as possible. Most of the funding for that, for the cows, is going to come from our first sugarcane harvest. So that is that should bring us in quite a bit of money, and I think we're looking at either having that done in one of next week's episodes or in next week's live stream. Get onto the sugarcane harvest in earnest. We need to do. We're going to need to do some fertilizing as well. I want to maximise the sugarcane crop we're going to get out. We're almost to the full stack. Let's go and find somewhere to store these. There we go. So we need to maximise our yield for our cows. And that will then, maximise the yield for our sugarcane, because that will then get us the maximum amount we can for cows. I mean, the thing with the cows is we do need to buy a lot of extra equipment as well. And we'll probably end up hiring stuff to begin with, because we won't immediately need to have it all the time. I want to put this really in the barn somewhere. There's a perfect place in that end section there. Will be absolutely perfect for this. So we need, we're going to need some silage, and we're going to need some other bits and pieces. I think our best bet initially, certainly, is going to be doing silage bales. There we go. Ooh. Can we get far enough with that out like that? Can we get this far enough back? Not sure we can. We might need to come at this from a different angle. Yeah, that's as far back as we can go. Now we're going to have to come at this from a different angle. It's alright. Come round here. Get at it from the side. Go as far back as we can here. And then that will solve our problem going forwards. Close into the end of this as possible. There we go. That's perfect. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Right, we just need to get it in the right place here. There we go. Drop them down. Fold it back down. There we go. So on to our next lot. And what we'll do after this is we will probably go and see if we can do some fertilizing. I don't know what we have actually in the way of fertilizers. We do have some fertilizer, but I don't know whether we actually have anything to fertilize with beyond our seeders. We're going to turn this back on, and away we go again. So we have we got 24 bales off here. Which is a very decent number. That will give us 3 stacks. So yeah, stacking it this way is the best way to go about it. Oh, put that bale. Go. Next one. So yeah, 3 stacks of put. That is gonna give us plenty of bales to start with. And then we need to get some. So we're gonna go hay and silage bales. So we're gonna need a mower. We will probably have to hire that to get that going initially. I think hiring this stuff initially is absolutely the way to go. Once we get up and running with the cows will pay for a lot of our costs on the farm. So that will be what we need them for. That will make. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Right, there we go. Port unloading is 2. There we are. Right. Fold tool is what I want to do next. I think is that button. No, that button. This folds tool. Okay, that's weird. I was sworn we folded this last time. No, we're not going that far, thankfully. If we were going along the road, I'd be more worried about it. There we go. Reverse that up. So yeah, we only have 3 fields at the moment. To keep going, to keep working on. Unfortunately, I don't think this little tractor is powerful enough to do the cultivating. Okay, that is good. Reverse it up. So there, okay. Nice, close stacking that is. Right, fold that back down. There we go. So we might quickly run. I try to think of what else we need to do. We need to fertilise, really. So I think we'll probably spend the second half of this video doing that. Looking at it, I think we're going to have to hire something to do it with. Which does annoy me slightly. Like to try and have a little bit of semblance of realism by trying to line it up as best as I can. But the quicker that we can get all these collected up, the quicker that we can return this, and the less money it will cost us. And we could just park it up and not use it. But it does have a daily charge as well as a use charge. So. There we go. But mind you, the daily charge isn't that much different to a normal one. Yeah. That's it. That's how you get that to fold up. The planter is going along nicely. Now the other thing we'll need is we're going to need some thin tyres on this if we're going to be doing spraying. Which again is something that is going to cost us. So we want to try and make sure that we minimise that cost. It's one thing, it's we don't have a workshop at the farm at the moment, so it's going to cost us £1,000 to do it, plus whatever the cost of putting the narrow tyres on this are. From the looks of it, we don't have any kind of sprayer or anything, so we're going to have to hire that. That's the other way to have done this. It would be not to unfold these until I was past that pillar. That's okay. Forward a little bit, and then back. Over. That should do it. And there we go. Fold that back down, and then we will return this quickly. Just park into the barn. Right, let's head down the shop and switch this for, I think, probably some sort of sprayer if we can. And if we can get some thin wheels on this, that would be really useful. Through here, around here. The more fertilizer we can get down at this point, the easier this makes it for us. And overall, the less time it ends up, or the higher the yield on everything, and the yield is really the thing at the moment. We're very quickly running down on our time, on our money. We do have some crops. We have some crops that we can sell and make money off. But at the moment, it's very, very much that we're sort of trying to move things along as quickly as possible so that we can then get to the next setup and get making as much money as possible. And that's the thing. Big plan for that is the cows. I'm also looking for areas where we can get grass from, because we don't have any grass fields, so there are a couple of flat areas that we could probably do that with. Right, so first things first, let's return this. Like so. Okay, there we go. Right, now let's have a look and make sure we can afford this and that we actually need to do it first. So first, fertilised, we need to turn ploughing off. So 14 is fertilised, it's got crop in it, and so is 2. But I know 14 is ready to have more fertilizer. Looking through our equipment, we don't have anything to fertilize with. So if we have a look in here and have a look at the sprayers, our standard in-game sprayer is 24,000, so this shouldn't cost too much for us to hire. The Coon is... We could go with the one from the Coon DLC. Those are too expensive for us to hire. I'm tempted by the Deltas. That costs 2,400. The Amazon will cost us 1,900. I'm going to go with the Amazon, actually. It matches the tractor. So we'll lease that. Yep. Okay. Oh. And back. And then we just want to switch the wheels on this as well, because the last thing we want to do is go spraying and destroy crop. Customize it, and I think this has narrow tires. There we go. 600. It will cost 1,000 to do it. There we are. Now we want to try, because it now won't cost us anything to switch back, other than if we're at the shop and we get the shop to do it. And our tractor's fine. It's got enough weight in the front, so that's all good. And rather than drive that, I will see you momentarily back at the farm. Okay, so we are almost back at the farm. Just around this corner here, I think we have some tanks of liquid fertilizer. Yeah, we do. So we can fill up off these. So, of course, being a default map, it doesn't have any actual places to fill up, any filling tanks. Actually, we've got plenty of fertilizer. That's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Now, this is a hired item that I actually consider keeping about. It's not that expensive to keep about, and we're not looking at using it that often to begin with. Now, what we do have is this part of this field hasn't grown yet, unfortunately. But we can certainly get the bit that has grown sprayed, and that will then mean that we're not out of sync. Or shouldn't be out of sync. We'll probably have to spray that end bit. We have GPS on this tractor, so we will turn on the GPS mod. Auto width. And move it out. There we go. Turn our sprayer on. And there we go. That's working really nicely. This tractor looks great with the sprayer on the back. I like that a lot as a setup. That works brilliantly. Now this is the second stage fertilization for this, which should mean that we will get all 3 stages in. The third stage being as this gets higher. The trouble is, of course, sugarcane gets really high, and I think it's fairly unrealistic for me to be driving through the sugarcane when it's really high. So, yeah. Ooh. Line up. And away we go again. That's a fantastic shot. It's really what you use for the title card. I am looking forward to harvesting sugarcane. It's something I've not done yet, and I know lots of people have very much rushed to get to start doing that, and I didn't want to. I wanted to sort of savour a normal game experience of getting into this map. The only thing that I didn't do, or the only thing I did do, sorry, that is different from the basic setup you have on here is I swapped out the standard case for the other Star Attractor because I wanted to use the mod tractors, and having the case in start. I had the case when I started Goldcrest. I wanted to have these on here, and try these out. And they fit the map rather nicely. The little Massey is a great thing to have as well, and it means that we're using the stuff from the map as well. The stuff that comes from the DLC, and it's a proper let's play of the DLC as a result. Let's see how it goes. And similarly, to do the first set of sugarcane, the first load of sugarcane, I'm gonna do it with the small harvester rather than the big one, just so that I can get that feeling of building up to it and getting up to that equipment. There again. Yeah. So the next set hasn't yet popped up. There is a mod, I think, that evens out the growth rate of a field, which might be quite a nice one to have, especially when I'm running on 5 times with really small planters, which is what we have on this map. Because that first set of stuff there, that is all set as fertilised as well. So we're actually going to end up wasting a bit of fertiliser here, unfortunately. I go round for one last run. Oop. I don't think it will change it. No, it just goes all the same colour, so it's only about half. I think there is another mod that allows you to control how much of the sprayer you use as well, which would be quite cool to use. But it just means that what we're going to have to do is we'll hold on to this sprayer and we'll use it to do the end of this field when the end of this field is ready. It looks like it's almost a full width's worth of sprayer anyway, so we should be able to catch that fairly easily. And we'll see how that goes. But right now, I lowered that then. What I meant to do was that. Fold it in, and we'll go and park it out. So for now, as we're not using this for anything other than spraying, we will just drop the sprayer off so that if we use this tractor again, it doesn't cost us anything. But we need to get a workshop in. I think what I'm going to do is I'll include the toolbox mod next time, and we can bring that in as our local workshop. I quite like that toolbox mod. It's a really useful little mod, that. Turn horsepower on that, lower that down. I wonder actually. No. I was wondering if I could control the sprayer with my joystick, which I can't. Right, so next thing I want to do is I do want to lower it down now. We're going to leave it in this shed bit here if we can get it in. Okay, it won't go in there. Right, so I'm going to leave it over here. Park it up against one of the walls, I think, in here. Oh, actually, yeah, here we go. We'll park it up against one of these pallets here. Yeah. And then we'll park up our tractor. finish off by going and having a look at how our cedar is doing. There we go. There we go. So this is about just over 2/5 of the way through the field. Maybe even halfway if we're lucky. So that's pretty cool. We're going to leave this here then. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and I will see you next time. Goodbye.